Good evening, everyone. This is Alan of BTS doing the initial tuning on Jim's fully built VR-4 with TDO4L 15G turbos. As you've seen in the preceding videos, everything's outlined already with mods, upgrades, all that supporting shit, and now I am getting this car where it needs to be and helping it go where it needs to go. You can see, as I showed in the previous video, idle is much better. It did a great and smooth cold start and warmed up just fine, and now I've got idle with these aggressive ass cams. Actually, I like stock idle, surprisingly. Well, I'm not too surprised, but maybe you will be. Stay tuned for the next segment. Yes. Alright, good evening, everyone. Here's the next segment. I had to get away from my neighborhood once more because it is that ricer meet, and I want to make sure I don't get in trouble. Good vibes today, you know, I want to keep that flow going. Again with me, I have my co-pilot and assistant, George. Say hi, George.
Hi once again.
So, everything's going perfectly fine. Trims are perfect spec right now. We're exactly where I want them. You know, I'm like first set of corrections, and they're very minor. Now I got my bass tune pretty much right on the money, and that's good. It just gets the ball rolling faster. I've already set my A and B setting on the AAM Tru-Boost controller and gauge unit. Currently it is off, so I can get a true baseline to see where we're at with the fuel upgrades, the crank vents, the spark, all that. You know, get a feel for where we're at, and then I'll switch to A mode, which is at 50%, spring forward, and then I can instantly switch to B mode, which is at 60%, same spring, and I'll adjust both from there so that we have one for pump gas, piss pump 91, and I can set B for, I don't know, race fuel for the future, for the meantime being, because I'm hoping to convince Jim to switch to some water methanol injection. His RX-7 has water injection, so I know he will not be totally opposed to the idea. We'll see how that goes the next phase of his mods, or next set of mods that he does do. But for now, I'm going to focus on this and see where we go. Freeway, trying to scope out the area. Sport mode. Third gear, about 35. Too rich, so I had to stop there. I'm gonna have to make some. Actually, I'm gonna switch to A mode immediately, since I saw that it just went instantly rich. Add some airflow, get some airflow going. Alright, so I'm switched to A mode. I'll try this again. About 9 pounds of boost with a 50% duty cycle. Still rich, so I'm going to have to raise that a bit. Lots of fuel to play with, so I'm going to have to make some corrections. Let's see what it does. So the result of that last pull was a 13.6 psi spike holding close to 13, so we'll just call it 13 pounds. It was like mid 12 to 13, and it was around 22 degrees peak with mid 80%, so about 85, 88%, or 86, 88% duty cycle calculated. I'm pretty sure I could trim some off, but I'm trying to keep this conservative tune despite being built with all forged components. We'll see how it goes from there. Alright, so this is after our pit stop. Did some adjustments on the Tru-Boost controller. Last time was 13.6 psi spike. So I need to do a lot more now. Sport mode. Ready, and about 15, let's see what it is. The high 16.1 psi, so we are well on our way. It was holding about mid 15 pounds. Definitely on our way now. Yes, you are seeing that correct. It is 98% calculated injector duty cycle at a mere 16 pounds of boost. So I'm actually going to have to back this up a little bit just to give some sort of safety margin. Or actually I might leave it as is and let the owner know that it is at his discretion. 16 pounds of boost, max fuel with bumped base fuel pressure. That's about it. We're done already. Here it is, the final pull. Ready, set, go. 16 pounds of boost, maxed fuel, completely maxed, and that's 550s with bumped base fuel pressure. That's how much breathing this car is doing. The built heads, ported, oversized, the cams, can't forget the camshafts. This car is dying to keep on going. 16 pounds and it's already maxed out the fuel system. Gotta emphasize that. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so here's the final second gear pull on my way home. Just to show you final corrections. Here it goes. Pounds, consistently tuned, and done. Dave Chappelle would say, well, that's a wrap.